We will replace the frigidity of rugged individualism with the warmth of collectivism.
The warmth of collectivism. That sounds so nice. New York City's new socialist mayor pushes that, as do other socialists.
All of our lives have been made possible by our shared contract and bond to one another.
Our shared bond. And
it is the people who should share in the prosperity.
But prosperity comes from capitalism. It's the only thing that works. Yet many people say capitalism is over.
Capitalism is empty.
It's very clear that capitalism is losing any and all sway with the people.
A capitalistic society is a failed society.
Something better will come.
The model for something better is the commune.
So sick of this modern life. Let's live on a commune.
A commune, the socialist system that replaces the frigidity of rugged individualism with the warmth of collectivism. People share rather than greedily chasing money.
Banding together, buying land, and creating a communal living space.
Where is my commune?
Good question. Where are the communes? They're hard to find because although people keep trying to create that
utopian socialist society,
these attempts keep failing. One of the first big ones in America was New Harmony, Indiana. Private property was banned. Residents shared everything. And the result?
After 2 years, most of the residents had left, and the social experiment of New Harmony was done.
New Harmony's now a tourist attraction, celebrating the magic of a commune.
It just has some magic here. Once you're here, you feel it, and you want more of it.
But New Harmony exists now only because this woman's father started
the great new Humble Oil and Refining Company,
which then became ExxonMobil. His daughter then spent his wealth revitalizing this town. The magic here came from capitalism.
We really started building a town from scratch.
When I was young, hippie communes were popular. The Farm was a commune in Tennessee where people shared everything.
Mothers would nurse each other's babies. Other parents would take care of you. They kind of became your family.
The commune forbade members to have their own money or property.
If you want to become a member of the community, you got to put everything you have in the pot, and we're doing this for a lifetime.
But they couldn't do it for a lifetime, or even a dozen years. The commune bookkeeper says there just wasn't enough money.
Everybody was saying there's not enough. You know, there's not enough food, there's not enough vegetables, there's not enough diapers, there's not enough shoes. It was all things that the children needed.
What they really needed, it turns out, was capitalism and private property. Only after they let members own things and keep profit from their labor was the community able to continue.
So what is it like here now?
We're not like socialists anymore. We have our own money and we pay dues.
In Israel, thousands tried farming in communes called kibbutzim,
where the ideals of a socialistic society are practiced. Shared ownership and absolute equality have created a new man, the kibbutznik.
Some Americans falsely think kibbutzim succeeded. But communes in Israel, despite getting heavy taxpayer subsidies, also failed. Why?
In the kibbutz, you were totally equal. Everybody did the same jobs. Your kids weren't even yours because all the kids were raised together. You didn't have a kitchen in your home because the cooking was all done together. These were real wonderful. These were disasters. People envied one another, resented one another, hated one another, and treated one another really, really bad. And it's obvious why. Some people worked hard. Other people didn't. And yet they had exactly the same.
So the surviving few turned to capitalism.
Meaning the kibbutz was now privately owned by its members, who could earn salaries and own their own property.
In America, too, communes that continued survived only because they turned to capitalism. The Oneida community in New York was founded as a free-love socialist commune.
Every man in the community was considered effectively married to every woman. Property was held in common.
But that turned out to be hard to sustain. Oneida survives today only because they dropped socialism and became capitalists, selling expensive silverware,
generating significant income that supported the commune.
The same thing happened to Amana Colonies, an Iowa commune that abandoned socialism to sell appliances.
It was Amana Society, then it went to Amana Company, then it was the Maytag Company.
It was a big change in terms of getting rid of that communal system.
People keep trying communes, and they keep failing.
But the socialists never admit it. They never say, well, this doesn't work.
Socialists never admit it because to them it's a moral ideal, moral striving for the good. Even though it's a complete disaster and a complete failure everywhere and anywhere it is tried.
Everywhere and anywhere. My new mayor promises to replace individualism with the warmth of collectivism. But that won't work. No matter what he and other politicians, pundits, or people on TikTok say, the only thing that creates actual prosperity is private property and capitalism. Here at Stossel TV, we say capitalism does work. And if you want to help us keep saying that, click that button.